In my neighborhood, we're really blessed with people that want to share information, that want to tell their story. We have an author with us today. The book is How to Make It Big in the USA, the great move from Angola to the USA. Angola. Tell me, I was saying to you, I don't know a lot about Angola. Tell me about it.
Yes, Angola is in the center of South Africa. We speak Portuguese. Yeah, we have Portuguese for 400 years in Angola. That's why we speak Portuguese as an official language. But we also have seven traditional cultural language that a lot of people speak in Angola. Unfortunately, I don't speak a lot. When I was a little, I understood and I spoke a little bit more because my parents, they were always speaking. But growing up with the influence of Portuguese, so I stay with Portuguese. But I still have the dream of learning my natural and the cultural language so I can also share with my children.
Yeah, I think when you're bilingual or multilingual or what, that is such a blessing. Like I try to speak Spanish, it's very bad, I understand, but I try. And I think it's so important. Why come here? Why did you come to the USA?
Yes, I'm a survivor, personal and professional. And on my book, I share my story, how I overcome a challenge. I'm a single mother of 3 beautiful children. Lucy, she's 19, and she's a sophomore in college, and Ken is 17, he's a freshman in college, and Tusa is 14, he's a freshman in high school. And I choose U.S. because as a woman professional in my country, you really don't have a lot of opportunity to grow. And the mindset that I adopted very early in my life helped me improve my life in so many ways, and also helped my children. I was, because of the win mindset that I adopted, I was the first woman to become a president of the Conference of the Students at the Holy See Vatican City. And with this mindset, after I finished my master's degree in social science in Italy, I went back to Angola to teach and help my country to grow. So for my surprise, I was one of the youngest women professional with my experience and knowledge at university. And I was assigned to teach military students, men, and I had a lot of males as students. And they were refused to be taught by me because,
really?
Yes, because I'm
Is this USA military men?
No, Angolan,
okay.
Angolan, yes.
How different is it, USA, Angola?
It's very different. Yeah. Angola comes from a communist system and a very totalitarian system and a very, traditional culture, where the male has all the powers and the potential, and unfortunately the political system and socioeconomics treat really very bad women, especially professional women in Angola, and children's. And because of the mindset that I adopted very early in my life with the knowledge that I acquired, so I was helping my students change their perspective and also help my female students, empower themselves and the use of the knowledge just, to talk about themselves and grow as a person and also as a community. So it was a big challenge as a professional, and this type of mindset, it's not really welcome in Angola. Just, for us to know the difference between US in Angola, you don't have the opportunity to be yourself as a smart person. Every smart person is seen as a threat for the system.
Wow.
Yes, and when you are a smart woman, professional, that you want to help your students, you want to help the community, you are not seen very well from the system. So it was really a big challenge for me to teach, yes.
I think I would have had a little trouble like you. I'm not a quiet woman, and I
Yes.
don't, I don't think I would have had a little trouble.
Yes, I did have a lot of trouble. Unfortunately, this was one of the reasons that made me come to the U.S. because I want to help people. I want women to be able to speak for themselves and grow as a person and empower themselves. And when I came here in the U.S., I was able, to overcome a lot of challenge. I had a lot of challenge because I didn't speak English before. I learned it here.
Did you have a challenge at all? Because now you've written a book, so
Yes.
you're sharing that
Yes.
information. Did you? Sometimes I worry when we have immigrants, how are we treating them? How are they doing? And you have this mindset where you've already had trouble. So when you come here, you work hard and you
Yes.
get what you want, but sometimes they say, well, how can they come here and then do so well and get their own business and do? What do you say to that? Where does all of that come from?
Yes, because from my experience, when you're a survivor, like when you live in a country like Angola and you don't have a lot of opportunity as a smart person, as a smart woman, and when you come here in US, where you see the freedom that you have just to acquire the simple knowledge, and to be able to talk, to be able to read, and to be able to grow as a person, you want to invest in the best way in your life. You want to rebuild your life. You want to be a better person. So that's why, as an immigrant, when we come here in the U.S., since we know all the opportunity that we don't have in our country, we really appreciate United States of America.
It still takes work, though.
Takes a lot of work because you don't know the system, you don't have friends, you don't have a connection, you are learning everything, every step on the way. And I heard a lot of things that people say to me, hey, Selma, you are an immigrant, you are a woman, you will have a lot of challenge because you are a black woman. But the way I think, I believe in the good of the people. That's what I believe. And when I see different type of people that doesn't fit in the things I believe, I don't see why I will embrace that kind of belief. So, and this really helped me related to different people from different culture, different language. And I believe that this is the way also that a lot of immigrants, they see when they come here to the US. Not that we don't find a lot of challenge, we do, because we are coming from a different place, and sometimes people can feel fear. That's like, oh, they're coming, so they will take our place, so we will not have. We have a lot of challenge, but we believe that we also can live in a community and we can help each other.
We can help each other.
Yes.
We can use those differences to make something better.
To make a difference, yes.
You're going to have a book signing, and that is coming up Saturday, 5 to 7, Story, Louisville, and they do some wonderful work. You all know Story Louisville, 900 East Main Street. $2 of each book that is sold is going to be donated to Unikids Inc. What do they do, Unikids?
Unikids is an organization, it's a non-profit organization of a friend of mine, and she collects all the books and notebooks for children in Africa. She started the non-profit 10 years ago, and when she came here in US, she saw that there is a lot of waste of supply schools, and she was wondering, she was like, where if I should send all this material, school material, to the kids in Africa because they need it.
They need it.
Yes, that's how she started her organization, to help the kids get all the school supplies and all the material. And I will really appreciate if anyone can buy my book, so you will donate $2 to this organization, and we will help a lot of children, not just with my book, but also you will get to know Unikid is a great great nonprofit organization and is really, here to provide so many school supplies for children.
Well, we thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yes, we do often waste so much here in the U.S. We do, but we can learn. We can learn. And again, that signing will be coming up. Oh, lost my paper here. It is on Saturday. 5 to 7.
Yes, and just one more thing. I want really to thank you so much for having me here in your studio, and I'm donate this books for you and for all the great people from
with all the groups that I work with. They will love this.
Thank you so much.
And I thank you for sharing your heart and your mind.
Welcome. You're welcome. This is a project. It's an immigrant guide project, so we'll help also other immigrants how really they can achieve their goals here in the U.S.
I thank you.
You're welcome.
Very
Thank you
much.
so
Okay.
much.